Okay, here we go. We got Heartbreak Scoreboard. Now this is for the guys that don't understand. Look, when we go through heartbreak, or we get out these relationships, and we just put it out there. Most of the times, us guys are losing the first. We're losing the first quarter. Like, we're going to lose the first quarter. That girl that you were with, she winning. She's having the time of her life. She took the W. But us guys, we be in heartbreak. We be in shambles. We be in shambles. Why? Why do we be in shambles? Because we thought the girl that we were supposed to be with, she no longer wants us. She no longer wants us. She said, yeah, I'll take a Urus and an extra 1,000. She'll go over here and mess with the Toyota Camry over the person that's trying to build. But this is the problem, right? The reason why we lose first quarter, guys, right, is a lot of times we want to go and chase the girl. Automatically, she has all the leverage. She has all the leverage. To her, you're this. You're a let's hell. There's no way of looking at it. When you're looking at her and you're trying to text the long messages, text the paragraphs, call, lovey-dovey stuff, you're pushing her away. And you know what? At the end of the day, that first quarter, she's winning because you're chasing after her. But fellas, this is what happens. This is what happens when you kind of build up that stamina and you say, you know what? I'm not chasing anymore. I'm not losing this battle anymore. So what happens, right? A lot of times, we get to the second quarter. Second quarter hits different. Why? Second quarter hits different because this is where the guys start thinking. This is where you start actually looking at the situation and you're like, bro, why am I texting this girl so much? Why am I trying to have her love? Why am I trying to force this love on her? It starts clicking. This is why second quarter, this is where the guys win, right? A lot of times we're taking the W and the girls are losing. Why? Because the guys realize they can't get the girl that they want, but the girls start ruminating over the things that you gave her. Over the things that you gave her. The conversation. She thought the grass was greener, but it's not. She's feeling like she's left out. She's feeling like all those memories are flooding, right? When all those memories are flooding for us, we was heartbroken. We was down bad. We couldn't even eat for a whole week, right? A lot of times, we struggling. We struggling. But this is where we win because we stop doing those things, bro. You stop being the person that's chasing. You start becoming the man that you're supposed to be. This is where we start to win. This is where we get our physique right? This is where we start to lock in mentally. So then again, we get to the third round. Once again, we take it another further step. We double down on who we are. We double down. So third quarter is interesting, right? Third quarter in a relationship is you've embodied who you are, right? You're retraining your mind. You're saying, well, I'm never gonna be in this situation ever again. That's what we got from second round. That's why we so locked in. Once we hit that third round, it hits different. Why? Why does it hit different? It hits different because we double down on who we are meant to be. This is where we start finding our goals. This is where we start looking into the things that are actually, we start to lock in with God. We start to do certain things to say, hey, I'm moving forward. But this is the crazy thing. You know why they lose? You know why they're losing most of the time? It's because now they're checking your social media. You were doing that first quarter. You was checking her social media. You were checking if you were blocked. Now, fellas, she's not that girl to you no more. You cannot play the card that she's playing with you. These are going to be subtle hints. Third quarter and the fourth quarter are super crucial for the guys. Because at the end of the game, at the end of the day, this is where things are lost and won. Guys, fourth quarter for you is you get your bag up. When you get your bag up, you in your final boss form. It hits different, right? You change your physique. You're eating good. You look good. Girls, usually what happens? They change their hair color. Why? Because it's trying to signify they transform into something different. But they really the same person. So this is where I say this is where battles are won or lost, right? Listen, bro. When you guys are right here, bro, this is where girls pull out that and you start looking goofy. All the guys always get to this point and they look goofy because the girls do this. They send them a text. Hey, can we talk? I swear, I kid you not. Most of you guys, y'all always lose. This is where she wins every single time because she's checking up on you. She wants to see if you're still available. She wants to see if you're still good for her. She wants to see if she's in the back pocket. She puts you in her back pocket and you still gonna receive the text. This is what happens. We start to say, oh yeah, we can be friends. We can be cool. Why would you want to be cool with somebody that just left you, y'all? Like, it baffles me to guys. Why y'all be so over heels. This girl left you. She left you. So when you are all leveled up, you're going to respond to her text and want to be friends? Come on, bro. Like, this is where this does not make sense. You're fit. Your physique is good. Your mind is good. Your money is up. Now, she changed the outer side of her hair, tats. She didn't do none of this work. Like, this is what has to make sense, right? change your physique, and you change your mind, and you get your money right, and you gonna allow the girl that broke your heart to then come back in your life after she only changed her appearance, and you want to double down on that? She literally has no like she didn't do nothing to deserve this. This version of you is better. This is why I say this always, at the end of the day, this is where battles are won and lost. Because a lot of guys get sent this text message because a girl wants to see, she saw you leveled up. But before she saw you, she thought you was a loser. She thought you was a loser. She thought she could find better on this side, here. And she gonna run back to you because you're showing that you're mentally fit. You're showing that you're physically fit. You're showing that your money is right, that you're traveling, you're doing things. And she's just sitting in her sorrow, looking like, dang, I just missed out on a new guy. I just missed out on a pretty good guy. But at the end of the day, what happens? What happens? You fall for it. Bro, if you're one of these guys and you fall for the trick when the girl comes back in your life after you've done damage control and you leveled up, you're gonna be like, bro, just accept your fate. Just accept the fact that you're gonna get heartbroken. Just accept the fact that you went back to a girl that didn't change, but you did, and then now you want the bro, you literally have a better version of you, 2.0. You're going to get heartbroken by a girl that's literally negative because she didn't do anything. So you're gonna get heartbroken by a negative, and you're gonna like the math doesn't math because you allowed a lower version to your girl heartbreak you again. Fellas, don't fall for this mistake. This is why it's so crucial, because a lot of guys, we always lose. We always lose first battle. First quarter, we lost. We want to send paragraphs. We want to send the lovey-dovey notes. We want to send the flowers. We want to go get our girl back. Our girl's not coming back. She is not coming back. That's the fact. That's the reality. And once you accept that, you become better because you recognize I have this to focus on. I have my mind to focus on. I have my physique to focus on. I have my money to focus on. Not the girl that decides to leave me for some newer shit. Just to be upset at the fact that you are the new shit. You are the better shit. Like, this don't make sense. And it's like, this is why it's super important as guys. When you decide to level up, she does not deserve. She does not deserve it. At the end of the day, I can understand, like, let's say you want to rekindle something 10 years down the line. But then it's like, all right, did you transform? Did you become a different person? I can see that. But when you level up, and mind you, this is a span, like, within a year span, right? Within a year span. But when you see that girl, if she ain't leveled up, brother, if she ain't leveled up, brother, and you leveled up, brother, you better understand that if she's a -1 and you're a 2.0, she gonna bring her back to 1.0, the same boom that she left you right here, and she gonna be satisfied breaking your heart again. She gonna be so satisfied breaking that little lovey-dovey heart of yours because you decided to level up, but give her a second chance. Sorry, fella, you're done. And you're done and your heart is broken, so just take that walk. Just take that walk because you gave this -1.0 girl a shot again at the best version of you. So stop lying to yourself. Stop giving these girls these chances because at the end of the day, you're better than this. So look at the scoreboard. Always understand, majority of the time these girls, they at a phase that they just looking at stuff that's superficial. But this is modern day dating. We're looking at the heartbreak. These girls in the second week, in the third week, in the fourth quarter, all these different quarters, you're looking at they're losing majority of the time. But they're always pulling out that secret weapon. They change their hair color. They get something new. They do something different. They just call upon you, and they're gonna see if you're still a goofy. If you're gonna see if you're still a goofy, if you're still a goofy, you're gonna be a stupid goofy girl. And at the end of the day, if you're still playing a game, you're gonna play a game, you're gonna lose. Because that's that one play that they always gonna have. They still want me. If the girl knows that you still, that you still have that, but the player card, you wanna see how player this is? Look how different this is. When a girl, when she sends you that, hey, can we talk text? And you hit her with her, yo, no thank you. And keep it P. Hit her with and explain. Not even explain and delve too deep because it's already too much information. But if you tell her and she said, hey, can we talk? Just be like, no thank you. Respectfully, you broke my heart. And disrespectfully, I don't want you. Fact. That's the only response to the girl that broke your heart. Because if you gave that girl another chance, I promise you, she's gonna do you a little bit goofier. She's gonna break your heart again. So stop playing that game and learn from your mistakes. Class is closed.